Welcome back to the Paxton Creek Garden. It's a Sunday morning of May, first weekend, and we already have some stuff going on in the garden. So let's get started with the tour. It's getting a little bit cold, and it's gonna get cold over the week, this week, and from next week on it will be pretty warm. So then things will be all right. So we're here in the container. We got giant bell pepper. They got sunburn because I just transplanted them like a couple weeks ago, and they've been struggling with the sun and everything. But overall they are okay. We had rainy days, and so they are okay. Hopefully they will grow a lot of bell peppers. Here I started some potatoes in this kind of container. This is the first time me growing potatoes, so we'll see how it goes. And I pretty much just planted a couple of potatoes from grocery store bought potatoes. They were they had an eye on it, and I just planted them pretty much. I didn't buy any seed or anything like that. And over here I planted some amaranth. If you look close, you can see they are germinating, very tiny. So hopefully over the next couple days and weeks you will start to see them over here. In this raised bed, this is the one that I made this year along my deck, and I planted some cucumbers. There are a couple varieties. One is like Indian variety and one is like English cucumber, and one of them is also the lemon cucumber. And I also planted garlic somewhere in between. This one was bought from Costco, and I guess they were sprayed with some kind of chemical so they don't sprout. So they look real long. It's been a month, and all I see is this much of a sprout from a couple of them. And I also planted amaranth in between here. You can see they're germinating. So I have like 3 crops in here in this section. And I also got some peas. For some reason rabbit keeps breaking my pea plants, as you can see here. I don't know if it tries to eat it or what, but rabbits seem to break them off and stuff. And I also got garlic in here with pea plants and vines, and also got the amaranth in here, and I also got the cucumber growing in between. So there is a lot more going on in this raised bed, and we'll see how it goes. This is the first time me growing peas, and we'll see how that goes. It seems like in the colder days peas don't take off as much, and hopefully as May progresses it will be bigger plants and produce a lot more pea pods. And here is the spinach. First time I have grown it successfully. Last year I tried to plant it, but I think it was too late, so it only grew little leaves, real tiny ones, and then started to produce seeds. Whereas here you can see real lush green leaves, for a family of 5, just in this bucket, I think, for salad or something. And I also planted some cucumber seeds in here, because once I harvest this spinach, I wanted something in the bed already growing, but I don't think it's sprouted yet. But I planted something in this spot. In the next container we have some radishes. I already harvested some of them. These are the white icicle varieties. I already harvested some, and then I planted this Roma tomato in here. I think it's early for the tomato, but I just have it because I didn't have the space in the home. So this week it's gonna get cold, and if this plant end up dying, then I'll have to go to grocery store or something where they sell plants. We have a store called Carnes in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and we'll just go get them. And here is one more Roma tomato plant. We had radishes in here again. It's the same variety, the icicle white. I don't like the red ones. This one's tastes better and has that real spicy flavor to it. So I harvested all of it and planted this one. Here are a couple more white icicle radishes with Roma tomato in the middle. The radishes are good to plant in the early colder days, end of March or something, and in 30-35 days you can harvest them. And some of the icicle varieties you have to wait like 60 days, like just like carrot you I guess wait 90 days, but radish can mature in 60 days. So plant them early, that way you can get a bigger root. And here are more spinaches. This is a different variety compared to that one. I forget the names, so don't ask me the names, but I bought the seed packets from Lowe's, and here you can see the bigger leaf. Just to give you the idea of the size, here is my hand and here is the leaf. So pretty overall, spinach this year is doing pretty good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 containers growing spinach, but I let them grow. I haven't harvested them even for the first time yet. I'm just gonna let them grow and just pull them out with the roots. I might try to keep some of it in there, but I want to plant tomatoes and eggplants in this container eventually after May 15th. So I think I have to pull them out, but we'll see how that goes. But beautiful looking spinach, first time, and successfully grown, and hopefully it will be delicious harvest. In this container here, both of them, we got some cilantros growing. Again, this is also first time successfully growing in last 3 years. So I guess the key trick is I sowed the seeds before sowing the seeds in the container here. I soaked them in water for 24 hours and then I planted them here, and did a little bit mulching and stuff, and now it's okay, it's growing, and in 2-3 weeks it will be ready to harvest. And you want to make sure you plant them during the cooler months and not in June or something. Otherwise, or you can put them in shade during that month if you want the seeds to germinate, because last couple of years I really struggled just to get the seeds germinated. So make sure the seeds are fresh, and they are for gardening or farming purpose, not the one that you just buy off of grocery store. I mean, sometimes they just grow fine, even the grocery store bought seeds for coriander seeds, but a lot of time coriander seeds or cilantro don't germinate if you just use the grocery store bought, because they may be old, a couple years or whatever. So, and here we got some flowers seed for the up front of my house, but yeah, they're gonna take some time. I mean, I don't see any germination here. I see some in here. We bought the $1 flower bomb from a dollar store, and we'll see. They say they have 5,000 seeds in one bomb. So we'll see how many germinate. So far I just see this much, in this little area, and I've seen a lot of these little ones. I think they are we call tulsi. So they are germinating in here, these little ones here. So we'll see once they fully germinate. And up here I have planted some flowers, more flowers, periwinkles, and some sunflowers in the back. Usually I plant marigold in here, so I just throw some seed of periwinkle and the sunflower seeds. But if they don't germinate, then I'll buy some marigold from a grocery store called Carnes. They sell 4 for $1, so that's a really good deal in my opinion. And up here we got some mint. I fertilized them earlier in the season with 10-10-10 fertilizer, and mint is doing real great. All it needs is a little fertilizer, nitrogen based, and or you can use balanced fertilizer. I use balanced fertilizer 10-10-10, and it needs water, and it's spring, so it's been raining and pouring, so it's doing great. Also seeded some lawn, so it's been great. And here is my blueberry plant. They are flowering, but not as much as I would like. And blueberries aren't doing great because they are in shade area. So I want to move this blueberry plant somewhere in the sunny location. So and I wasn't able to fertilize last year this plant, so maybe that's that too, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to relocate though. And we got this rose plant here. It grows tiny roses with another blueberry plant. Again, the blueberry plant isn't doing great, so I don't know how this rose plant will do, because I know roses also need a lot of sunlight, so we'll see. So this is it, folks, for today's tour. Now I'll show you some stuff in my nursery, what's growing there. So let's go there. Plants, I got some purple Cherokee tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, zucchinis, bell peppers, a lot of more zucchinis, cucumbers, poblano pepper, bell pepper. So I kept some seedlings in home just in case the ones out there die during the cold week. And then I got eggplants going here. I got about 12 plants, and I have this honey gold cherry tomatoes. So that is it, folks, for today's tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you. Good weekend. I'm gonna harvest some spinach in here. What I'm gonna do is just try to cut off the leaves. That way I still get some harvest later. So let's see how can I do that. You know. So you can see how I did it. And handful of spinach here. That should be enough for my wife. She's on diet, so we'll see. But good, excellent harvest. After a long time of trying to grow spinach, you know. So I'm happy. The harvest looks like pretty decent for the first time successful harvest and growing of spinach. Makes me real happy. And this is just out of this little one patch, one container. Still got 3 more up here, 1 more, and you know, the bigger one here. So I think we can make a big salad or some big recipe. We have enough, so that's it.